Taurus! This is Michelle, and I'm here to do a November 2019 general tarot reading for you. I also posted a love reading this month, and so if you're interested in what the cards had to say about love, you can simply go to the channel and you'll find it there. But this will be a general reading, general messages for our Taurus friends. Let's take a look at what the cards have to say for the sign of Taurus, November 2019. And we are starting out with the Six of Swords. Very interesting, only because it is similar to card in the love reading, so picking up some similar themes. Let's pull a few cards though before we get into this. The Hangman actually reversed. I wasn't reading these cards in the reverse, so that's interesting. Wow, I'm going to keep it that way. Let's think about that. And now we have the Ten of Cups. All right, very interesting. And the Seven of Swords. All right, this is the CBD Tarot de Marseille by Dr. Yov Ben Dov that we are using. And so, yes, the pip cards don't have images, right? We're just really focusing on the suits and the numbers. So it looks like, Taurus, you have been very, very patient. I want to say you've been very, very patient, and it looks like potentially a particular relationship or a situation where it could be an involvement with a number of people or a particular person. It hasn't been easy being patient with this person or with this situation. And I think with the Hanged Man coming up in reverse, that you might be thinking to yourself that you've just about had enough of waiting. And you know, when Taurus has had enough, boy, Taurus has had enough. And so I feel also, okay, I'm picking up this message that someone is sort of trying your patience or pushing you to the brink, I want to say. And I feel that you would really like to see this come to a conclusion or finish. I think you've had just about enough, as I said. The Ten of Cups suggests good news. You'd like some good news to come in. You'd like for this situation to be over. And I feel also that there has been some uncertainty, some challenges. It has just been a challenging time. And I feel that it has been going on for I want to say longer than it should. Or the other idea that I'm having that sense is that I think most people wouldn't have waited this long. Let me say that. Most people wouldn't have waited this long. But that Taurus, with your patience, that indeed you have been able to stick this out, let me say. All right. And now we have the Nine of Cups coming in. All right. Okay, this is beautiful to see. Very happy to see the Nine of Cups. And the Six of Cups coming in. All right. I feel that Taurus, there you had manifested, I want to say, a situation. I want to say manifested a relationship or a situation. It looks like a relationship with somebody, that you had manifested it. And that I feel, I want to say that you're entrenched in the situation. I'm almost picking up like a sensation, like for some of you, for those of you that are resonating, that perhaps you feel, I want to say that you're very loyal, let me say that, and that loyalty can potentially make you feel like you're just a little bit stuck in the situation. I hope that makes sense. I think I want to say kudos to you. I want to say this is something I want to say it's hard for me to find the word for it exactly. I feel like I want to say like I'm proud of you that you have stuck this thing out for as long as you have. Um, Perhaps not everybody would have stuck it out this long. Let me put it that way. Now we have the Two of Pentacles or Two of Coins coming in. All right. Followed by Justice. All right. Another little sense of duality potentially coming into the reading. And now we have the Eight of Rods. All right. That's interesting and very positive to see. Wow. And now we have, this is interesting, in the CBD Tarot de Marseille, there is a blank card, a clear card. We almost might consider this to be like the Joker. So let's hang on for just a minute and let's look at these cards just one more time to see where we're going with that final outcome card. That's very interesting to see. For some of you, I feel that this patience and this waiting around and feeling as though you just don't want to wait around anymore, a sense of impatience, may have to do with someone you are partnered with. It could be in business, all right? It could also be in a more personal type of relationship, but I feel that finances are involved here. So let me say that part of the patience may have to do with the, I want to say that your partner or the issues may have to do with joint finances. Let me say that. That is possible for some of you. But there is some sort of partnership involved, and that you are linked financially in some way. Taurus, I feel that you've had a very positive, I want to say, emotional outlook regarding this. I almost want to say that in some cases you have been like the crutch, like a crutch for another person or the other person, that you've had to sort of maintain this happy outlook in order for the partnership to continue. I think that there is a possibility here that everything is actually going to work out okay here. And by that, I mean that this thing that you have been waiting for, or you've been very patient for I'm hearing that for this person or this other person to shift or make a change, it's possible that they will make a change and that they are going to come around. Certainly, and that things will, I want to see, sort of even out, that emotionally things are going to even out. There's a potential for that. So if it has been a little bit rocky or uncertain, or if you've been the crutch for a long time for this other person, there's a potential for them to make a shift and become more stable. Let me say that. And it seems that you have just been trying just to bring this to, I want to say, a resolution. I do feel very much that this involves, again, I'm going to repeat myself just a little bit, but I'm picking up that this really has to do with a personal relationship, but also work and finances, and that somehow you are linked with somebody, another person. It could be that this other person is having some difficulty in their work life, in their job. Maybe they are not happy with it overall, or the progress that they have made and in life, and that you have been the support throughout this entire process. The blank card that we received, card just popped out for you, Taurus. I'm asking for 3 more cards. We do have the Ace of Coins, The blank card is suggesting to me at this time to just keep an open mind. Keep an open mind. Remain positive as hard as it has been. I'm going to bring in just a little bit of astrology, Taurus, and that is that I'm sure you know Uranus is in Taurus in your sign. And so Uranus takes a long time to get through a sign. So this is a long-term situation. It's either a long-term situation or it's something will perhaps occur for you right as Uranus hits something sensitive in your chart in Taurus. For example, let's say your sun, if you're here for your sun, but that things could very suddenly shift. And so, but what I'm picking up here is this sense of impatience, or like you've had enough, is related to Uranus in your sign. And that there's a feeling like you just don't want to take it anymore. You're not going to take it anymore. That could be related to that. But I'm also picking up from the tarot, it's saying to just have an open mind. We have the Ace of Pentacles. I'm asking for 2 more cards for the sign of Taurus, 2 more cards for the sign of Taurus for November 2019. 2 more cards, please, from the tarot. And we have the 2 of Cups. All right, beautiful. Followed by the World. All right, let's take a look at this. Is a final message for you, Taurus, regarding your reading. And so with the 2 of Cups, of course, we are going to think about healing. And as I said, potentially coming back together. There's a potential for a brand new start. More and more, I am picking this up as a business type of partnership or something related to finances. And this is suggesting to me that things will get back on track for you. The World is saying to be persistent. Here you are, fixed Taurus with all the fixed signs. And so it is saying to be persistent. Be patient, even though your patience is being worn very thin at this time. I want to mention something else. Your love reading has some different themes running through it. And so if you do happen to check out the love reading, or you're here at the general reading, if it's not hitting for you, you might check out your rising sign, perhaps your Venus sign. Some people are checking that out, or their moon sign, because there could be a message for you there. But this is beautiful to see at the end of this reading, because it is suggesting to me, Taurus, that there is a strong potential for healing and for coming back together, and for this partnership, I want to say, to make a new start. And if this comes about for you, that indeed things are going to feel much more stable, things will be complete, and I'm hearing that you will have gotten through this one big episode or part of life, and you'll be ready to move on to something much more promising. Taurus, that's your reading for November 2019. If you enjoyed this reading, if it resonated with you, I'd like to ask you to consider subscribing and liking. It helps the channel so very much. It was a pleasure reading for you, and I'll see you next time.